If you watch the end of Saturday's game in Pittsburgh, you would never know that the Steelers are headed to the postseason. Closing out the 2024 regular season with 4 straight losses, the Steelers are in a downward spiral and they are in desperate need of a spark on offense. That has led many to believe that head coach Mike Tomlin needs to make a change on offense that is sure to cause some controversy. Hey everyone, Rob Gregson of A to Z Sports Pittsburgh, and today we're going to discuss why now is the time to put Justin Fields back in the starting lineup at quarterback. Look, the Russell Wilson experiment, it came, it went, and it's time for it to go. Obviously, it started out great. He was a winner of 6 of 7 games, put up over 400 yards in a game against the Cincinnati Bengals, had the offense firing on all cylinders. But the last 4 games have been anything but. Yes, he took care of the ball against the Bengals, but he was sacked 4 times. As a matter of fact, since taking over as the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's been sacked among the top 10 quarterbacks in the entire league, and he didn't even start until week 7 of the 2024 season. Obviously, Justin Fields led the team to a 4-2 start and was playing some of the best ball of his career before Mike Tomlin decided to make the change. And look, you could argue that Russell Wilson hasn't had a lot of help. Obviously, we know that. And George Pickens didn't have a great game. In fact, he probably had the worst game of his career to close out the season against the Bengals. He couldn't catch a cold. He was fighting with fans, calling them to come down on the field, and was just having George Pickens moments. Pat Freiermuth was really the only reliable option for Russell Wilson, but when the game was on the line, instead of being a veteran and making the smart move to get down, go out of bounds, save clock, and not use the last time out, he plows forward into a defender, keeps the clock running, and just absolutely botches the time management on the last drive of the game. And this has just been a far too common theme the last 4 games for Russell Wilson. We're talking about a player who is starting because he's going to take care of the ball and he's going to see the field at a much higher rate than Justin Fields. But that just hasn't been the case. He has struggled to find open wide receivers, and prior to Saturday's game in Cincinnati, he had 4 turnovers in the last 2 games. So for the Steelers, at least with Fields, you know that if all else fails, he's one of the best athletes on the entire field, and he will get you the first down that you need. Russell Wilson simply can't do that, and if he's not going to pick apart defenses in simple zone coverage and take care of the football, he's relatively useless, and quite frankly, he's a big part of the reason why the Steelers have lost 4 in a row. So if the team wants any shot at winning a playoff game and not being yet another one and done, it looks like their best chance is to turn to Justin Fields.